Representing her mother tonight is her daughter, Betty Seller Blacklock, who has come from California to receive the award. With her this evening is Gretchen Birch, who nominated her.
First, there are any number of relatives linked to her and friends. Will you stand? You've come all this way today. As a teacher for 50 years, sometimes in rural Alaska villages, I was fascinated with Kathryn Dyakanoff Seller's story. It was a thrill to find Kathryn's daughter, Betty Seller Blaylock, in Long Beach, California, and lively and remarkable at 93. Betty has come with her niece.
I'll clap for that one.
Betty has come with her niece, Kathryn's granddaughter, Maureen Young Seller. Thank you for welcoming Betty.
Good afternoon. It is such an honor and such a pleasure to be with all of you, and also the honor that is being bestowed upon my mother to be a member of the Alaska Women's Hall of Fame. My mother believed in three things very strongly, and we were brought up to believe in cleanliness, healthy, and education. I'm never sure which one of the three was the most important. She never gave us a chance to find out. We just had to meet all three of them. And Mother always taught us that we could do whatever we had our mind to set to do. I was brought up in Anchorage when there was some bigotry about being part Native. And I remember one time when I was a little girl, a neighbor girlfriend that I used to play with, I was only maybe 9 or 10 years old. And she said, well, Betty, we had a little fight. And she said, well, Betty, you're a Siwash. And I said, what's a Siwash? And I went home and I asked my mother, I said, Mom, what's a Siwash? And she says, don't you pay any attention. She says, it's just a slang word. It doesn't mean anything. It's never going to hurt you. You'll be proud of your heritage. And that was the way we were brought up, to be very proud that we were Aleut and Russian. My mother married an Englishman who was, he was a really funny man. He always told us we were born in a garden patch. We used to laugh and say, well, who's the cabbage and who is the carrot? But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my mother, who was a wonderful woman. She was a 4'11" stick of dynamite. She wasn't afraid to face up to anybody or anything. She went back to Washington when she was 65 years old, all by herself, to talk to Alaskan representatives at that time, to tell him that the Native people were not being treated fairly and right. And at least they listened to her. I don't know whether it did any good, but they listened to her. But she was just a wonderful, wonderful woman, and I'm very, very proud of her, and I'm very proud of being here to represent her in the Alaska Women's Hall of Fame induction service. Thank you very much.